Hello, hello, and welcome to another episode of the
Global Digital Success Talks.
Talks. Welcome everyone, and happy and blessed Monday for those who are on Monday, and happy and blessed Tuesday for those who are on Tuesday. So today we are bringing you the following topic.
Yes, today we're going to be talking about self doubt detox, cleaning the mental blocks holding you back.
Yes, so that's what we're gonna be talking today. But before we dive into our topic, let us introduce ourselves. So, hi everyone, my name is Sandy. I'm originally from Panama, but currently residing in Surrey, British Columbia, Canada. I also work in the movie industry, and I'm a proud digital business owner and mentor.
Hello, everyone. Happy beginning of the week. My name is Isabel. I am originally from Mexico and now residing in North Carolina. I am a digital business owner and a mentor.
Yes. So we also want to remind everyone that every Tuesdays and every Thursdays we do have our live webinar. So if you want to learn how you can start your online business and start earning online, all you have to do is just register into any of the websites that appear on the screen with your name and email address, and we'll send you that invitation to watch our free webinar. So we do have free webinars every Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5 p.m. PST and 8 p.m. EST. So when you register into our website, you will receive an email that will contain two links. So the first one is to register to the live webinar. So that one you can uh, choose either day or both. The second link you get there is the link to the replay of the live webinar. So just in case you cannot attend to our live webinar, that's not a problem. You can always catch the replay and watch it from the comfort of your own home. In addition to that, we also invite you to our private Facebook group where you get to see more success stories from members of our community and more information about the business. Now, you're probably wondering, so what is it that you're going to find out about the webinar? On the webinar, you're going to find out how our online business plan works, and also you get the opportunity to hear from the panelists, which are members of our community, who will be sharing with you why they decided to start their online business and how this online business has transformed their lives. So if you want to catch the replay from last Thursday's before tomorrow's live webinar, here were the hosts and panelists for that day.
Okay, so this past Thursday we had Jen as our host. She's a former mortgage specialist and realtor. We had Janiki, who's a former lawyer, Karen, who is a teacher, and we had Tara, who is a chef. We also had Zainat, who is a nurse, and we had Natasha, who's an emergency telephone operator. We also had Dilani, who's a digital business owner, and Benita, who is a registered nurse. So if you too want to learn more about this opportunity, don't forget that you can register on the websites you see on the screen, send us a direct message, or comment info for more details.
So if you're catching last Thursday's replay of the live webinar, our replays have subtitles in several languages, and our live webinar has subtitles in 5 languages. That's Spanish, French, Tagalog, Vietnamese, and Arabic. So there you go. So if you want to learn how you can start your online business and start earning online, all you have to do is just register into any of the websites. All right, so let's dive into our topic for today.
Today, we're going to be talking about self doubt detox, clearing the mental blocks holding you back.
Yeah, so that's what we're going to be talking today. So, welcome back to another episode of the Global Digital Success Talk. And happy and blessed Monday for those who are on Monday, and happy and blessed Tuesday for those who are on Tuesday. So, what if the biggest obstacle in your journey isn't outside of you, but inside your mind? So, today we're talking about clearing self doubt and stepping forward with clarity and confidence. So, when we're talking about self doubt is something we all experience at different stages of our journey. You know, it can sound like hesitation, or it could be like overthinking, or the feeling of not being ready yet. When left, when left unchecked, self doubt can quietly hold us back, and it can hold us back from opportunities, from growing, and from having confidence. So according to some studies shows that nearly 70% of the people experience self-doubt or imposter syndrome at some point in their personal or professional lives. And today, we are talking about how to detox from those limiting thoughts and move forward with clarity. So that's what we're going to be talking. And for that, we're going to be talking about the following points.
Okay, so we have recognize the voice of self doubt, replace doubt with evidence and action.
Yes, so that's what we're going to be talking today. So let's dive into our first point.
Okay, so our first point, recognize the voice of self doubt. There was a time when I thought self doubt was wisdom, when I heard the voice that said, I'm not ready yet. What if I fail? What will people think? Those are the questions I ask myself many, many times. I assume it was protecting me. And in a way, it was. Research shows that our brains are wired for survival, not expansion. The mind's primary job is to keep us safe, to avoid risk, rejection, embarrassment, or uncertainty. So, whenever you step towards something bigger, unfamiliar, or uncomfortable, that protective voice gets louder. But here's what changed everything for me: self doubt is not intuition, it is conditioning. It is built from past experiences, from fear of judgment, from moments when things didn't go as planned, and from cultural expansions that and old beliefs. So, because it's familiar, it feels convincing. But familiar does not mean true. And I know it can be confusing what I'm trying to tell you. I remember moments in my own journey when I felt called to grow, to try something new, to speak up, to step into leadership. And immediately that inner voice would say, you are not ready. If I had listened to that voice every time, I would still be waiting. And that's a fact. If you don't challenge yourself and you always listen to that voice, I bet you're still in the same place, because you have to you have to challenge that voice and really get out of your comfort zone to see growth, to see different results. What I learned in this, self-doubt often shows up right before expansion. So, right before you grow, right before you stretch, and right before you become someone new. The first step isn't eliminating self doubt, it's recognizing it. You have to know, okay, what am I feeling? What is this feeling that I'm having? When you can pause and say, this is fear speaking, not truth, you create space. And in that space, you get to choose. You get to choose growth over comfort, courage over familiarity, and you get to choose action over hesitation. So, confidence is not the absence of doubt, it's the decision not to let doubt lead. And every time you move forward, despite it, you waken its voice and strengthen your own.
Thank you, Isabel. So yeah, Isabel just talked about recognize the voice of self-doubt. So the first thing is be aware. So awareness of the self-doubt. And self-doubt is just to a way to or self-doubt usually appears, when there is like growth, when there is, like expansion of something. So it's not really a bad thing. It's just it's showing you, there's something that is going to take you out of your comfort zone, and it's just trying to protect you. But if you are aware of those self-doubts, that's how you're going to be able to overcome them. So now let's move on to the second point. So replace doubt with evidence and action. So when I first stepped into the digital world after 25 years in the film industry, self-doubt didn't disappear overnight. It whispered, can you really do this? This is new. What if you fail publicly? Because we were so conscious about what other people think. Like I was very conscious, not so much I would say about my family, but about my friends, in my industry, because I was doing something totally different. And but like you have to you have two choices. Okay, so either listening to the doubt or replace it with evidence. So what helped me wasn't positive thinking, it was proof. It reminded myself that I had built a long career from zero experience once before. So if I was able to do it before, I can do it again. So it also remembered me that I had navigated industry slowdowns, schedule chaos, and uncertainty. So it also acknowledged that if I could learn complex production systems, I could also learn digital ones too. And especially, with our video-based training and the support that we get, that's easier to get, to be able to do it. So, those doubts started to shrink it when confronted with evidence. So once you show the evidence that you can do it, that you're able to learn it, that you have the support to be able to do it, those doubts start to disappear. And in order to do that, you also have to take action. Okay. So not dramatic action, but small action. So little step by little step, but repeating, the repetition of those little steps. So, for example, like posting one video, completing one training, having one conversation, and learning one tool. So, according to some behavioral science, it shows that taking action, even imperfect action, reduces the self doubt because the brain replaces imagined fear with real experience. So, experience becomes the proof and proof builds the confidence. So in this business, I didn't become confident first and then succeed. I acted, I gathered evidence, I adjusted, and then I grew. So every small win, even invisible ones, became a receipt that said you are capable, you are adapting, and you are progressing. So here's the message for you guys. Doubt thrives in inaction. Okay, so if you don't do anything about it, doubts are gonna still lurk in there in your brain, But confidence grows in motion. So when you start taking action, that's when you start building that confidence because it's in motion. So you don't silence doubt by arguing with it. You silence it by showing yourself step by step that you can handle what's in front of you. And every action becomes that evidence. And over time, that evidence speaks louder than the fear. So you're
Mhm.
able to show yourself, yes, I can do it. And you know what? By fears. I'm just saying that. But, um, like the fears start to disappear. We always say, about the example of our lives, when we started at the beginning, we were so afraid, our heart was palpitating, our voices were shaking. Um, Even Jessie, she started to sweat, although you didn't see it, but but as we continue to do it and continue to showing up, that fear started to going away. So it's a matter of showing the evidence of repeating it, those small steps, and continuously, and then eventually it will disappear. All right, so let's see what is a key takeaway for this topic.
Okay, self doubt may visit from time to time, but it doesn't have to lead. Clear the mental blocks, trust your growth, and keep moving forward.
Yes, so that's our key takeaway for this topic. And what is our topic for next Monday?
So, next Monday, we're going to come back with bigger, friendly business. Why you don't need tech skills to succeed online.
Yeah, so that's what we're gonna be talking. So until then, remember to believe in your progress and keep taking one step forward each day, because when you start taking that step forward, That's how you start overcoming the fear. So we hope so that you learn something today. If you ever have self-doubt, how you can overcome them, how you can remove those self-doubts, and that is by taking action, by first of all by be aware of those self-doubts, and then after that, by taking action, so baby steps, and then you're going to be able to overcome them. But you have to take action. That's the only way to get out of those self-doubts. So saying that, like if you want to learn how you can start your online business, creating that plan B or that extra side income besides, your current job. And at the same time, having a supportive community that will help you, to believe in yourself, to gain that confidence, because, that's one of the things that we learn in our journey. We many times, we think on the financial part of it, but actually the first thing that we learn and that we get from this journey is the self development, working on our mindset, believing in ourselves, and many times, people in our community believe in ourselves before we starting to believe in us. So that's the power of having a community that uplifts you and that motivates you. So again, if you want to learn how to start your online business and be part of this community, here are 3 ways that you can get in touch with us to learn more about it. Put in the comments more info, send us a private message, or register directly into our website, and we'll send you that invitation to our free webinar. We do have free webinars every Tuesdays and Thursdays at the same time. So that is 5 p.m. PST and 8 p.m. EST. So once you register into our website, you'll receive an email that will contain 2 links. The first one is to register to the live webinar, so you can register for either day or both. And the second link is the replay of the live webinar. So just in case you cannot attend to the live webinar, that's not a problem. You can always catch the replay and watch it from the comfort of your own home. In addition to that, we also invite you to our private Facebook group where you get to see more success stories from members of our community and more information about the business. So you probably wonder, so what is it that you're going to find out on the webinar? So on the webinar, you're going to find out how our online business plan works. And also you get the opportunity to hear from the panelists, which are members of our community who will be sharing with you why they decided to start their online business and how this online business has transformed their lives. So if you again, if you want to learn more about it, just put in the comments more info, send us a private message, or register directly into our website. So we want to say thank you to everyone that has watched the live with us today. For those catching the replay, thank you so much. And to our followers, thank you so much for being part of our journey, for believing in us, and for engaging with our content. We want to wish everyone a happy and blessed Monday for those who are on Monday, and a happy and blessed Tuesday for those who are on Tuesday, and a happy and blessed week ahead for everyone. So thank you again for being here with us today. And until the next episode of the
Global
Global
Digital
Digital
Success Talks.
Talks. Thank you, everyone. God bless you all. Thank you for watching.
See you guys.